Hello, my name's Adrian Adams. I'm Unilever's category expert on tea. So in terms of tea, we're looking at a category that is shopped by 90% of households over the course of the year. The category is worth £620 million, and convenience stores have performed particularly well over the last year with performance of £105 million, and convenience stores are growing both in volume, albeit only slightly at 0.5%, but in value at 1.5%. So convenience stores are bucking the trend of the rest of the market, which is actually seeing value decline and volume decline. Overall, tea is the least seasonal of all the hot of beverages, but that actually does sort of hide a number of issues and areas where seasonality is vitally important. So we will still have sort of a nice hot cup of tea during the summer, albeit not quite as often as we do during the winter months. However, there are certain segments of the category, such as decaffeinated tea, fruit and herbal tea and green tea, where that sort of January detox period, the period directly post-Christmas, becomes sort of critical for promotions for those areas. And similarly, as you move into more the diet and health period just prior to the summer holidays, that's a key time to be promoting those segments and pushing those segments of the category. If I looked at something like specialty tea is one that is very much sort of winter seasonal. So in that run up to Christmas, where we actually want to treat ourselves and we want to have a premium tea, something that we view as being a little more luxurious, that we actually then tend to see big sales in specialty tea in November and December months. The overall profile of the tea shopper is geared towards the slightly older shopper. It differs slightly in convenience stores, where the main shoppers are very much the family life stages, and one of the reasons for that is the shopping mission for tea is very much in convenience stores around I need something to tide me over, I need to actually top up, or I've run out. And funnily enough, older shoppers are so heavy tea drinkers, they very seldom actually let themselves run out of their favourite brew. So families are one of the key focus areas for convenience stores, in that they do tend to run out and actually do tend to want to top up, particularly on the normal tea segment of the category. So in order to actually get the best out of the tea category in store, the predominant focus within convenience stores needs to be in normal tea. It is 90% of the sales that go through a convenience store. Now, we are creatures of habit, so when people go into shop, they have a very small repertoire of brands on tea. So the key focus is actually making sure that you've got the main brands clearly displayed. That is one of the key drivers, and that it's actually where they expect to find it within the general grocery area. Retailers can actually maximise and make additional benefits purchase-wise by stocking tea near to things like biscuits and related products, biscuits and cakes that we will often have when we sit down for our daily cuppa. In terms of the premium segments of the market, the fruit and herbals, the greens and the specialty teas, very much it's about, from a convenience retailer perspective, stocking the core items. So making sure I have got an Earl Grey offering, making sure I've got a decaffeinated offering, making sure from a fruit and herbal perspective that I have an offering on the likes of a mint tea or a chamomile tea or a red fruit tea. And green tea, again, making sure that I've got pretty much a limited offering. But it's very much about making sure I've got the key touch point and I've got one product offering in those areas. It is not about a plethora of choice within those areas. Normal tea is fundamentally where the sales have come from in this area. So the key things for convenience retailers to do from a range and merchandising perspective is Ensure it's easy to shop, ensure you've got the key brands of normal tea there, so PG and Tetley, as the biggest two brands within the market. But also ensure that you've got a decaffeinated offering, so for example PG decaffeinated. And then within the premium and speciality areas, make sure you've got the core Twinings SKUs that actually would drive sales in these areas. From a promotional perspective, again, it is very much about simplicity and how you can actually utilise these related products. So, can we actually drive an extra purchase of tea by actually citing it near to biscuits? Or can we drive an extra purchase of biscuits by citing it next to tea? So taking those related items and looking to drive incremental sales for the store as a whole, as well as just the category. But also people's first place that they will go to if they're looking for tea, either because they've run out or because they wanted to top up, is the shelf. So really the shelf needs to be very clear and very visible in terms of what the promotional offer that is on the shelf is.